This isn't about a map, it's about silencing a voice. Let me break down what's happening right now because a lot of people are confused and some people don't even realize how serious this is. In Texas, the Republican legislature is pushing a new redistricting map, and on paper, they'll tell you it's just politics, just numbers, just geography. That's the excuse. But when you look closely, really look, you see something else happening. They didn't just redraw lines, they redrew power, and they redrew it in a way that pushes Congresswoman Jasmine Crockett, one of the most outspoken, hardworking voices for justice, out of her own district. Think about that. The people elected her, the community chose her, and now a political map is being used to erase that choice. Her home, the same home she's lived in for years, the same neighborhood she came from, the same community she showed up for, suddenly gets shifted into another district entirely, a district she wasn't elected to represent, a district her voters didn't choose. Ask yourself, why does a representative who won overwhelmingly suddenly need to be moved? Because she made noise, because she challenged systems, because she told the truth when it wasn't convenient. And instead of debating her on policy or meeting her with solutions, they grabbed a pen, sat behind closed doors, and drew a map designed to weaken her voice. This isn't strategy, this is suppression, this is silencing, and it's not just about her. It's about the communities that have been historically pushed aside. Black communities, brown communities, working families, the very people who need strong representation the most. When you cut a representative out of her district, you're cutting voters out of their own democracy. This is why Jasmine's legal team is fighting back. This is why civil rights groups are paying attention. This is why voters are speaking up, because if they can redraw her out, they can redraw anyone out. And if they can silence one community, they can silence every community. But here's what they didn't count on. Jasmine Crockett isn't scared. She's not running from this, and she's not shrinking herself to fit someone else's agenda. She's showing up. She's challenging the map. She's standing with the people who put her in office, not the politicians who tried to cut her out. And we have a role in this too. We must stay engaged. We must stay informed. We must protect our representation like our future depends on it, because it does. This fight isn't about party lines. It's about the principle that voters, not politicians, get to choose their leaders. It's about fairness. It's about democracy. And it's about refusing to let anyone use a marker and a map to silence the voices that matter most. So today, let's say this loud and clear. You can change the district, but you can't erase her voice. You can move the lines, but you can't move the people. You can try to force her out, but you will not force the community out of this fight. Not now, not ever.